Offense set to get this drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He's taken down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun now for Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Broncos. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and then get it done. Touchdown.
And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
14. Raiders, nothing. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Offense set to get this drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. 1 play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 15 now. Carr. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Reception here by Ruggs. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Carr. Forced out to his left. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Ronald Darby. The 40, 20, 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. 21-0 our score after 1.
The kickoff for Denver.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, it's Carr. And his throw here's incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Carr. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Complete to
that 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Gain of 23 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Carr completes it, and he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Flush to his right. He'll find his running back here, Richard. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Carr again. Being chased out left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr, he's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there, because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Running is Jacobs. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 5, 2nd and 4. They run it with Jacobs. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
4th down.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They go with Jacobs. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Stop short of the goal line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Keep playing hard.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown.
Josh Jacobs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit.
Point
after here coming up. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. He'll fire one downfield for Finn. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Clock now to throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
No advance.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
On 4th down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds. And it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That's going to set them back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Carr lets this go for Renfro downfield. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you...
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
At their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. The final shot here before half for Carr. And my goodness, another interception. T.J. Green with a pick. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this 1st half. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Play action. Now it's Locke. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. This is fielded at the 27. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, first and 10.
3-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number one was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum. Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr, he'll let this go deep for Ruggs. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2.
They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Block off of play action. And that is incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Locke. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby drops him for a loss of 10. And it's going to be 4th and long. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Denver. Oh, it's a wobbler here.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On second down now, it's Jacobs. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Here's Jacobs. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Here's Jacobs. A good red zone run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second and goal.
Just shy of the goal.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Carr going to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. It's the fullback. His second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders get a score closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Broncos 21, Raiders 12.
So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3. Another run by Lindsey, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Yard on the play. It's now 3rd down and 4. That's the end.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth. The Broncos on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. On play action, Locke escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
He's tackled at the
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lindsey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
ball carrier.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
Mike's 54. Mike's 50. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Fighting through pressure. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 35. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
10 at the 35-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 35-yard line. Now it's Lindsey, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. They fake the handoff. Now Locke. He completes this to Sutton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 23. 11 yards there. First down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Locke with a quick throw out to Judy. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
53. Check 53.
And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They'll actually throw it with Locke. Rolling to, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Drew Locke with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Now McManus for the extra point. And that one could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
Makes the score Broncos 28, Raiders 12. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Carr now on first down. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so you don't get another one picked off.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down. A good gain there on first down. That keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
Today's final score.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first.